So I gave birth for the third time about 3 months ago now. He's really big. He's off the charts. And I gained about 50 pounds with this baby. With my previous babies, I've gained 40 pounds, around 40 pounds with each. This time, just giving birth to this baby, I lost 23 pounds. That's really a lot more than what's typical. So I had a lot of, stomach stretching, a lot of diastasis recti, and I also had this extra weight. And when I gave birth, I had hemorrhaging, so I had a lot of blood loss, and I almost died actually. And so it's kind of led me on a journey of treating myself differently this time. With the first two babies and my whole life prior, I've never been okay with having extra fat on my body, and I'm really harsh on myself, and I lose the weight very quickly. And it's good to have self-discipline. It's definitely good, and I've been proud of myself for that. But I feel like where I'm at now is a better and more mature place. And I think I just want to share how I'm thinking about things a little bit differently this time. I did have a kind of life or death experience, and so my relationship with food right now, it's not about looking good and losing weight for appearances, eating well for appearances like it always has been in the past. Now it's not even necessarily just about feeling good, but it was actually just about surviving, truly. Just eating things that are going to help me build my blood back up. And a few weeks ago, I got my blood work done, and the doctor said that I'm not anemic per se, but she can see in my blood work that my body is recovering and catching up. So I'm officially not anemic, and that was good news for me, because it meant that I can shift my focus not just from trying to survive, but into trying to take this opportunity to reinvent myself, to get healthy in a different way, not to just be skinny and fit and look good and all that, but this time, instead of looking to lose weight and deprive myself, I'm looking to be a stronger person physically, and I think that that's going to also translate to better emotional and existential health, psychological health. And since I became a Christian, there's no real purpose to looking attractive. Like, I'm married, I have 3 kids, my husband is very happy with me, even if, even when I was at my heaviest, when I was, pregnant, he was still happy with me, and he's genuine about it. So the whole getting stick thin thing, that's my preference. I like to have be really thin, but this time around I want to go for health, and I'm getting to this self-love part, which sounds hokey, and or maybe hokey is not the right word, but normally I don't think I talk about mushy stuff very much. I'm more practical, kind of robotic. But the thing is that what happened when I was trying to build up my health is that after I got the green light that I can start eating other food kind of for enjoyment, I started eating these giant chocolate chip cookies from Metropolitan Market, and if you've tried them, you know what I'm talking about. Chocolate chip cookies are really good, but they have actually mastered the chocolate chip cookie. It's in another league, okay? They're really good. But I started eating those, and for the first time in my life, I started eating comfort food, okay? Because it's the first time that I've allowed myself to just eat, because I'm getting some kind of emotional need met from that. And maybe there's been a little bit of that somewhere in my past, but not enough that it was noticeable. But this time it's like I was eating a chocolate chip cookie every day, and I just had this traumatic experience, and you put two and two together, you know, I felt, and I just realized that this is an emotional eating thing, and if you eat a 1,000 calorie cookie every day, you are asking to be really overweight, okay? So on one hand, I knew, like, you can't keep doing this, but I also knew I want to have more compassion for myself, self-love, and I need comfort. And that's one of the things that I learned this time giving birth, because I went pain medicine free this time and the time before that. And the first time that I went all natural and had a home birth and had no pain medication, I felt like that was a triumph, and I was really happy with myself about that. I felt like it was an accomplishment, and everything went really well, and I had no problems really with that labor and delivery and postpartum. But this time around, I tried to do it again, and I gave birth, and you know, it was as painful as ever. It was quick, but you know, it was painful and it was traumatic. The experience was quite traumatic, and I realized that yes, I can endure the pain, and that's great. That's something I can feel, you know, empowered about and feel like I've accomplished something. But it's not necessarily something that you want to choose to go through if you don't have to, because the pain itself is damaging, okay? Because I have trauma from that. And so it's not harmless. Your feelings actually matter. Your feelings are actually part of your physical body. And I've always known that, but I never understood it in this way. The words have different meaning to me now. Your emotions have physical repercussions on you. And so feeling that pain and the fear that inevitably comes with extreme pain, that was really it affected me physically. And so I allowed myself to eat the cookies because I'm not like super like out of hand overweight. I'm not like having health problems from being overweight, okay? If anything, I'm probably healthier now than, you know, than I would be if I didn't have the chocolate chip cookies, okay? Which might be hard to believe, but it's true. Getting enough calories right now, especially because I also breastfeed and I just had a baby and I'm still recovering, and all of these nutrients need to be replenished in my body. Well, it's not actually that bad that I eat a chocolate chip cookie every day, okay? But what's happened is that's kind of opened this door to self-love, and self-love might end up sounding, I don't know, narcissistic or something, but let's call it self-compassion. Treating myself the way that I would treat other people. Treating myself the way that I would treat my own child. Like, I will let my child have a lollipop or a popsicle when their throat hurts, you know, or to cheer them up. And I don't go out and teach them emotional eating, but in this case, I'm I'm in my mid-30s, okay? I know I'm strong. I have proven it to myself. I know I have great self-control. I've proven it to myself. I know I don't need to prove anything at this point. I can allow myself to eat comfort food and not think it's going to spiral out of control and I'm going to, be 100 pounds overweight or something like that. It's just, I can ease up on myself a little bit. And what that did for me, when I realized all this, when I named that I was comfort eating, and when I decided it's okay, it actually released me a bit from that, because then I decided not to buy the cookies again. If I wanted to, I can, and I might order some right after I'm done with this. I don't know. But I just kind of noticed I don't really have that impulse anymore. I'm kind of letting go of that. And I'm realizing that, to love myself more, I'm asking myself, what can I put in my body and to make myself feel better? And it was the cookies, because that was making me feel like comforted. I got like an attachment to those cookies. But now, asking myself honestly, what's going to make me feel better is these, green drinks. They're made of like celery and other kinds of juices, and they're green, and they actually make me feel good. And so self-love has brought me to actually eating healthy, because replacing my 1,000 calorie a day cookie with a 90 calorie high superfood, high nutrition drink is obviously going to help me lose weight and improve my health. But it's just, I am doing the things now that I would have done, because I'm also doing more exercise and things since this realization. I'm doing the things now that I would have done back when I was losing weight for vain purposes. And so this journey of self-love has brought me to doing those actions, but with a different heart and with different feelings behind them. And again, feelings matter. And my feelings now aren't self-deprivation and putting my nose to the grindstone and just being mean to myself. This time around, right now, it's like I want to put that in my body because I know I'm going to feel good. And I'm going to be able to be in a better mood for my kids all day long. And I'm going to have more energy, and I'm going to be on a trajectory where I can live a joyful, happy life, where I can move freely and enjoy my life and do whatever I want to do without being physically held back because of being out of shape, or not having the energy, or having too much weight on my body to do those things. So it's, the Bible says Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. God is love. So this self-love that I'm calling it, and we can call it self-compassion if that sounds better, but it's self-love, and it has brought me to the same desired result, but just through a very different route that I think is way better, that's actually going to allow me to enjoy my life. And I hope that if anyone out there is watching and like needing to lose weight, just the biggest factor in losing weight, and I do know about it because I've said, I've had to gain 40 pounds and lose it over and over again. And so I know something about weight loss. It's psychological first, where you have to decide, do you really want it? Is it worth the sacrifice? Do you want to lose weight, or do you want to do the unhealthy things that don't allow you to lose weight? And I think that this psychological state that I'm in now is you know, so much better than just proving that I have self-control. And just, you know, it's not about deprivation, it's about life and love, and finding a way to do it that is more godly, more loving, more kind, more compassionate, and it produces fruit in many other ways, because I don't have to be in a bad mood while I'm losing weight. I'm in a good mood and grateful, genuinely, and happy about the actions that I'm taking. It's something that I want to do. It's not like I have to drink this disgusting green drink because I'm like whipping myself into shape, like I'm jockeying myself to run and hitting myself to motivate myself to do it. It's like I'm doing this because I'm gonna feel good when I do it, and then I can have, you know, sparkles of joy and love coming out of my mouth, you know. So it's just a totally different approach to being healthy, and I think that it would really help people finally achieve their goal of losing weight if they're struggling with that, and not just losing weight, but being healthy and feeling good as well. And so thanks for listening.